Kosovo, a Canadian CH-146 Griffin on patrol. Below, scenes of destruction as far as the eye can see. Buildings hit by NATO bombs, shattered by Yugoslav troops, fired by bands of the Kosovo Liberation Army. Refugees, mass graves, signs of ethnic hatred. Here and there, a burning home is a sign that the passion for vengeance is undiminished.
The scope of the destruction really surprised me, flying over Pristina and the outlying areas of the city and seeing the bombing that happened, and even the little things like seeing cows strewn all over the fields, whether they were shot or how they were killed, I don't know, but and getting your first peek at a mass grave. It was a miserable reality of what went on here.
When we first started coming into the OR, when the Albanians first returned, it was prevalent. There was like houses on fire all over the whole country. And there's another one here on the nose that looks like a fresh one. Looks like one just got started at 12 o'clock. So obviously the KLA is working in this valley today, burning the Serbs out of their houses. They're going away.
The Griffin and her crew are part of the massive NATO presence in Kosovo. They are attached to the Kosovo Rotary Wing Aviation Unit, acronym CROW. Their unit, 408 Tactical Helicopter Squadron from Edmonton, Alberta. They are here to help bring peace to this shattered corner of the Balkans.
Once we showed up in the theater, it was a real eye-opener. First of all, the amount of destruction that's been done to the villages and the towns by the Serbs, as well as the problems that are still here once the Albanians have come back. These people have problems with each other that are pervasive and generations old, and it's not something that it's just disappeared by the fact that we're here. So it keeps us busy.
The 408's Griffins work out of a base they call the Crow's Nest. For Captains Dennis Haley and Sean Cameron, this is a new kind of peacekeeping, for in many respects, Kosovo is still at war.
Procedures for the gun: if we're fired upon, you can identify where the fire came from. No chance of collateral damage, you're cleared open fire. Otherwise, go for confirmation from the AC.
Pilot Sean Cameron doubles as the 408's tactics officer.
Well, in the theater here, there's two main threats to the aircraft. One being fire from small arms in the ground, and the other being shoulder-launched missiles. The ways to defeat them are both opposite to one another. One of them's flying high to get out of the small arms range, one of them's flying low to stay away from the missiles. So the two options are, best one is to stay low and fast, keep us out of the missile envelope, and also, if we have to, we can avoid any small arms very quickly by masking ourselves with terrain or getting behind any objects.
Cameron and mission specialist Sergeant Rob Wheatley were in the first Griffin to come under fire in Kosovo. They fired back with the Griffin's machine gun, a rare event for the Canadian military with its long peacekeeping tradition.
We've had several small arms incidents. Myself, I've been shot at a few times. Other times too, you're flying, there's tracer fire going up into the air near you, not directed at you, but it certainly means there's a lot of lead flying around the sky that can damage a helicopter pretty easily.
Under poles and wires, you'll have the set of wires on your left. You'll have to keep more to your right so you can come out. I've got to find the poles and wires first, though.
Power lines are a helicopter pilot's nightmare, and Kosovo is full of them. The area traditionally provided power to Serbia and Montenegro, and to the adjoining nation of Macedonia.
Oh yeah, that's it for big wires until we get to Buddy Hero. When we're flying, you'll see us, the scan is always going, whether it's all three or all four crew members, you'll always hear us calling wires. Got the pole there, Denny? Are you going in the valley? Yeah, I got the strands. Wow, you've got good eyes. Oh yeah, there's 3 wires, 2 strands there now. Used to be 5.
A Canadian Griffin hit this set of wires and wobbled to an emergency landing. Pilots never know if they're landing in a minefield, if their helicopter will be blown up when they set down the skids.
You can see the white car that hit the mine. Just took the front end off. I believe 2 Albanians were killed and 3 were injured, or the reverse.
The entire country is heavily mined, which really governs and dictates the places we can land and the places we can go, because you're never sure if a field's full of mines or not. There's not a whole lot of roads that are paved. So when we have emergencies that would normally cause us to land right away, we have to reassess what the risk is to landing right away in a field that could be mined, or the risk of continuing with an emergency to a spot that's high probability of not being mined. So again, it's a lot of risk management that has to happen instantaneously. Mines can be used and modified to react to a helicopter downwash. So yeah, it's a constant threat that you always have to consider.
Rob Wheatley says teamwork is the key to survival in this hostile environment.
It's like a well-oiled machine. If there's no oil on the gears, they grind out and they stop working. If they stop working this aircraft, it starts to cost people their lives.
Up and to the right. Hey, you're to the right with rising ground.
There's always that teamwork because two sets of eyes can't cover the entire 360 degrees of us. And we work in a 360 degree up, down, left, right, all the way around. So you need all four sets or three sets when they're working three-man crew eyes up there to watch the world.
Keeping watch over a dangerous city. Next.